And this is why you don't always wear a bandana outside when it's warm, because then you'll get a tan line on your forehead. What's cracking, guys? Omar Easoff here. Omar Eats Stuff, back with another video. This video today is going to talk about the only movement guaranteed truly to grow your back. Spoiler alert, it's pull-ups, but I want to give two different examples of people that chose different ways of utilizing the pull-ups, and both have yielded great results when it comes to hypertrophy. If you were to ask me, is the bench press a great chest exercise? I'd say it's good. I wouldn't say it's the go-to movement. In fact, I'd be hard-pressed to name one single chest exercise that would universally work for everyone, right? For some people, the bench press, it just doesn't work. Even if they do a high frequency, high volume approach, maybe their triceps will grow, their deltoids, but if they go with a wider grip to try and stimulate their pec more, it might irritate the shoulders. So the bench press might not be the movement for them. And I've said before, the low incline dumbbell press or bench press is great for the upper pec, and that's true. But again, if we talk about total pec development, maybe I'd say weighted push-ups. For some people, dips, but there's not that one universal movement. And so when people ask me about my recent experiment from about 18 months ago when I did over 10,000 pull-ups, I think I did about 14,000 pull-ups in 1 year, and I experienced significant growth. Would the same thing happen to them? I would say that pull-ups or pull-up variations are the one guaranteed exercise to really grow your back. And don't just believe the hype, don't just believe what I'm saying. I think we could take a look at two other YouTubers who have utilized the pull-up to great success. The first would be Igor Vitruvian Physique, who did a different style of utilizing pull-ups. He went with a slightly higher frequency approach, doing a more calisthenic style, whereas mainly body weight. And as he said himself, his back is his strongest body part. He grew his back even more by incorporating more pull-ups into his training routine. So he went more for a higher frequency approach. And then you have Alex, aka Alpha Destiny, who went for higher intensity approach, where he's trying to really improve his 1 rep max on the pull-up. I think he's at 160 pounds weighted on the pull-up, so he's going at a higher intensity. I think his frequency is still pretty high, but the volume is moderate, and he once again has experienced significant hypertrophy as a result of doing pull-ups. And these are two great examples of natural lifters utilizing a different training methodology, so how they approach the pull-up, but still getting great results. And I think that really does highlight the fact that pull-ups overall are just great for a back builder. When I did my 14,000 pull-ups, I did a mixture. So I did go with a higher frequency, that means I trained it more often, higher volume, which means I did more total volume, more reps and sets over time, but I also had one time per week where I'd go for a higher intensity. So I kind of mixed the two approaches, where I went for high volume, high frequency, but also on one day I would do that 4x6 where I'd use a heavier load. And once again, my back grew quite a bit. And I'm not trying to say all you need to do is do pull-ups in order for your back to grow. I am saying if you're natural and if you do want to grow your back, in particular your lats, I think there is no better exercise than the pull-up. And so you can do variations. I've recently, because there are other muscles other than your lats, I've been focusing on stiff leg, slow eccentric deadlifts in order to grow the spinal erectors, which are happening, growth is happening there. And I have incorporated more horizontal pulling to help with back thickness. But if we're talking about the overall musculature of the back and trying to really get the most bang for your buck, pull-ups would be the answer. We only need to look at the wealth of people over time across a variety of disciplines. If you take a look at, once again, those that do calisthenics, if you take a look at those that focus on a more strength-oriented approach where they're trying to increase their 1 rep max, both parties, despite, again, using a different methodology, how they approach the pull-up, experience gains. And I can't think of another back movement overall. Like people say, like, oh, like, you want to get bigger, you want to get stronger, do like the deadlift, do the bench over row, do the squat. And I think those movements are fantastic. I think the squat, when it comes to leg growth, is excellent. But really, I think for back growth, the universal movement truly is the pull-up. And this year, because I'm focusing on some weak links, I'm trying to bring up my, symmetry, proportion, aesthetics with the help of Eric Helms. I've been focusing less on them, but the majority of my back development over the last few years, I can attribute to pull-ups. So if you are natural and you do need that reminder, hey man, because I get DMs all the time, what should I do for X? What should I do for Y? If you want to grow your back and you're natural, I think a lot of pull-ups, either you could take that high frequency, high volume approach, you did that. I did a variation of that, including one day that's more intense, Or if you want to follow another approach, so I know Alex goes with that higher intensity where he's trying to improve the total weight he can lift in that movement, that also is viable for individuals to try and accomplish. So, growing your back equals doing more pull-ups, getting stronger at doing the pull-up. Not only doing that, but that should form the basis of your back training. Let this be a reminder to you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video on this Monday. Back to a higher frequency upload schedule. Check back every day for new content. Let me know in the comment section below what you want to see. And if you liked the video, if you agreed with the video, if you thought to yourself, yeah, this dude's right, like the damn video. And I'll see all you guys, my rascals, in that next video. Peace!